I named the company Evolve Construction because I did 28 years in law enforcement. Before that, my parents are farmers, so I was a farm boy, and I grew up knowing what work is. I knew up I grew up knowing what long days, never ending, always there, the constant pressure of something has to be done. And sometimes you don't have control over it because the powers that be, weather, insects, mold, mildew, just things will dictate your day, and we can't control those things. So with that, I did all that time in law enforcement. I had all those years, and I had done some construction throughout all those years. So when I retired and moved out here, I'd already bought some lots, and I hired a contractor, and I did 2 homes with him. So I personally went through that experience of building a couple spec homes to sell them when they were done, and built them and sold them. And through that experience, somebody told me, hey, you're always here. You're on it. Like you get all this, you know, get the course, study the course, get your license. And I did that. And 45 days later from getting all the materials, I passed the tests. I got all the licensing. I got everything put into play. And then I had to create a company. And so in that process, I said, well, you know, I kept hearing like, you know, you were farming with your dad, and then you went into law enforcement, and then all of a sudden now you're going into construction. Like what happened there? And somebody must have said along the way that I keep evolving into different things. And I'm like, oh, one night I was just sitting there going, yeah, Evolve Construction. That fits. Because it doesn't fit. It fits personally, but it also fits with what we're doing with people's property. We're taking a raw piece of land and we're evolving it into something else. And through the process, all of our lives and all of our relationships also evolve into something else. And it's a personal choice and discipline and decision to make it good. You know, the hard part is doing what needs to be done and focusing on it in a positive, productive way. But as Christians, that's easy to do. In application, that's hard to do. The easy way, as the Bible says, the wide road or the broad road, we could be negative, we could be lazy, we could be judgmental, we can point fingers, we can not take responsibility. But we choose to go the other route. We choose. It's always a choice. Everybody has that. Everybody has the opportunity to choose to do it one way or another way. But with that being said, that's why we hold ourselves accountable. That's actually, holding yourself accountable is one of our core values.